All right, so we're going to go through the 2022 Math STAR test. Please make sure you have your math notebook, calculator, work these problems out. There is a copy of the test in the LMS. You can download that. I would recommend that. You could, any way you could print it out, that'd be great too. But if not, I completely understand as long as you're working these out in your math notebook as I go through this review. If you have any questions, please make sure you email me those. As just jot a note down in your math notebook and email me questions you have. You can also pause this, take a screenshot, and go, I don't understand, Miss Horton. Please help. All right, so the 2022 STAR test, this I believe was question number 1. It says triangle HJK is graphed on the coordinate plane. So this is the original. Triangle HJK will be transformed using this rule. So it says this x becomes the opposite of x, the y stays the same to create the new triangle. So what you want to do here is you just want to look at, well, what are the coordinates? And you can use any of the points. You might want to use K just because it's right there, and that would be 6, 1. So for the new one would have to be the opposite of 6, which is -6, and then the y stays the same. So if you look at the choices on A, here's our K, the new K, that's -6, 1. So that works. So the answer is going to be A. And just to verify, you look at this one. This says -6, but it's at -1. Just put this one. This one was -6, 1. This one was -6, -1. And then these, the 6, the x stays the same there. So this was 6, and then it's -1, and that's, they flipped it around here, so it's like 1, 6. All right, next one. Says the diagram shows a right triangle and the lengths of two of its sides in inches. So you definitely need your calculator. This is your right angle. This is your hypotenuse. That's what you're looking for. So you need to use that Pythagorean theorem. The a squared plus b squared equals to c squared. And since the hypotenuse is always across from that right angle, D is C. Doesn't matter what letters you use, really. 11.9 squared plus 7.9 squared is equal to C squared. All right, I'm getting my calculator out, so I'm going to do 11.9, square it. It's 141.61. And then let's do 7.9 squared. Oops, I did the wrong button there. All right, 62.41. You're going to add those two together. Plus, yeah, our display still. Adding those two together, you get 204.02. That's c squared, so to find c, you need to do the square root of 204.02. That's going to be that second x squared button, put in the 204.02, and it comes out to 14.28, so on, so on. So it says which measurement is the closest to the value, and it would be H. Next question. It says the perimeter of the triangle shown is 17x units. The dimensions of the triangle are given in units. So we got 15, 15, and then 7x. Which equation can be used to find the value of x? Perimeter is the distance around it. So let's just set that up as 15 plus 15 is equal, I'm sorry, we need to add, still need to add in the 7x there, adding all three sides. So plus 7x is equal to 17x. You can combine these two, simplify that. It's 30 plus 7x is equal to 17x. Now, if you look at our answer choices, these are just switched around. So you can rewrite that as 17x is equal to 30 plus 7x. And the answer is A. Number 4, the scatter plot shows a relationship between the weight in pounds and the age in weeks of a certain dog breed. And the plots or the points are plotted based on the scatter plot, which is the best prediction of the weight in pounds of a dog that is 28 weeks old. So we're going to put the line of best fit here. So I'm going to draw it through here, approximately, yes. And so we're looking for 28 weeks. This is the age. So here's 26, here's 30, so 28 would be here. Looks like it's pretty close to this one. So that's between 70 and 80, which is 75. So this one is G. Next, all right, so we've got some more scatter plots. It says Gwen spent $12.50 to purchase 5 bracelets. Each bracelet costs the same amount. Which graph has a slope that best represents this rate? Okay, so this is the number purchased, this is the cost. So 5 bracelets, this is $12.50. Now you could find out what the unit rate is by doing $12.50 divided by 5, because they all cost the same. So remember unit rate. If it's $12.50 for 5 bracelets, then you can just do $12.50 over 5 or divide that, and it's $2.50 for each one. So that would be a good one to use. So this is for 1 bracelet. So if we look at this, this one shows 4, so it can't be A. This one, that's pretty good there. That's a good point there. This one's looking pretty good. So I would say that's definitely a possibility. Let's look at the others. Oh, no, look at B. That's way off. And D, yeah, definitely too low for those. So it is C for that one. Next question. A cylinder has a height of 5 feet and a diameter of 2 feet. Which measurement is closest to the volume of the cylinder in cubic feet? All right, so remember, and you have that reference chart you'll be using, the area of the base times the height of the cylinder. The base is a circle, so you have pi r squared. We know the height is 5, the diameter is 2. So if the diameter is 2, the radius is 1. Now, you can use the pi key here. These are far enough apart, you could just use 3.14. You're going to square that, and then the height is 5. The 1 squared is just 1. And then 1, so we can just keep simplifying this. And then 1 times the 5 times the 3.14. Go ahead and put that into your calculator. Comes out to 15.7. So it's G for that one. Number 7, a list of numbers ordered from least value to greatest value is shown. One number is missing. Which number could be the missing number? Okay, so we want to make sure these are in decimal form. So this one, we want to go ahead and find the square root of 17. 7x squared, 17. So that's 4.1 2 approximately. So it definitely cannot be A, because A would be to the right here, because these are in order from least to greatest. 3.8% is actually, when you change that to a decimal, it looks like this. So let's do 57 divided by 15. Oh, I did times, whoops. That's 3.8. That one is definitely looking like it's the answer. Because if you square 3.9 on that last one, that's definitely too big. That's like 15.21. All right, number 8. A rectangle is graphed on a coordinate grid. Which transformation will result in a rectangle that is not congruent? So the only transformations that are not congruent, that where the triangle or a rectangle would change sizes. So what they're saying, oh, hold on, that is not. What is it doing? I'm sorry, it's not changing it to a rectangle here. All right, so what they're saying is they're not congruent once it's transformed, so the new one could be smaller or bigger. When there's only one type of transformation where it changes size, and that's a dilation. Remember that, dilation. So here it says dilation. That has to be it because it's rotation, translation, reflection. Don't overthink these. All right, number 9 says there are a total of 463,100 books in a library. What is the value of the exponent when this number is written in scientific notation? Then you bubble your answer. So we're changing this number to scientific notation. Oh, too many zeros, Ms. Horton. Got carried away. So remember, you're going to have to move the decimals here, and you have to move it over between this 4 and 6. And it's times 10, and then you count how many places did I move it over? I moved it over 5. It's a large number, so positive exponent. So this would be positive, and then the 5 goes here. It's just asking you to bubble the exponent. All right, this one says Monica wants to open a savings account with a deposit of $3,000. Monica will not make any additional deposits or withdrawals after she opens her account. Her bank offers 2 different savings accounts. So you have the simple interest and you have the compounded interest. All right, so this one I may have to move over to the next day because the recording is running out of time. So I'm going to bump this to the next recording. All right.